Hey YouTubers, Steven here. We're going to do another cooking video, as you can tell by the title. I love lasagna, my kids love lasagna, and I'm sure a lot of people do love lasagna. For those of you who don't, sorry my video's not going to interest you. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining my channel. If there's anything you want to see, just let me know. Shoot me a line, put a comment in. I'm easy to get a hold of. So, lasagna, Garfield's favorite meal, mine included. I'm going to show you how we make it. Now, we're actually not having lasagna tonight. I find it's a lot better if you make it up and actually put it in the fridge and let it settle overnight. So, let's move the camera, let's get things going, and I'll show you how we make it. Alrighty, we're back. So we've got our veggies here. Now, all the ingredients here. This is actually for 2 lasagna pans. So we're gonna basically saute our vegetables. Just to soften them up, get the liquid off them. Now, what I have in here for vegetables is 2 tomatoes, a green pepper, a small tray of mushrooms. There's about 15 mushrooms in the small package of mushrooms. Small zucchini, 2 small onions, or you could use 1 large onion, a whole clove of minced garlic. All right, so that's in here for all of our veggies. I'm just gonna put the cover on that. What we have here for ground beef is about 2.5 pounds. Okay, we're gonna get this all cooked up as well. I find that if you put the garlic in with the vegetables, it gives the vegetables a bit of a garlicky flavor compared to, you know, with the hamburger. I find the garlic's more noticeable, I guess is what I'm trying to say, when you cook it with the vegetables and in the hamburger. So we'll get our hamburger all cooked as well. You can see we've got a pot of lasagna noodles. This is 2 boxes of lasagna noodles. And here's a trick, you know, to have your noodles come out really, really good. Once your water starts to boil, turn it down to about medium-high. Add about 2 teaspoons of oil, and that'll help keep your noodles from sticking together. So we're gonna get this stuff all cooked up, and then we'll come back. Alrighty, so our hamburger is all cooked. We strained off all the fat, so we're gonna pour this in a nice big stainless steel bowl. Nice and hot. Now the one thing that I forgot to mention when you do your vegetables, when you have the cover on, once they get about half cooked, take the cover off so you can burn off the majority of the liquid. Wow, if you could only smell this. Oh, it's making me hungry. Make sure we get all our veggies out. Good stuff. Alright, now we don't have to mix this all up right now just as is, but we're going to take 1 can of sauce. We're going to add it into our mix here. Now again, this is for 2 lasagna pans. So we'll pop our lid up here. Yummy good stuff. Alright, 1 can. And we also have 2 bottles of sauce. Just no-name stuff, you know, nothing fancy. Just like making a baby burp. Ha! Alright, and now, some people don't like cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. So we're going to put in I'll show you on the camera again, two 500-gram containers of cottage cheese. And this was my mother's recipe with the cottage cheese. And I'll also give my mother credit for, you know, I don't know if she read it in a recipe or if she discovered it on her own, that it's much better if this sits overnight. And it truly is. I mean, if you normally make lasagna, put it together and then immediately put it in the oven, try my method. Let it sit overnight. Even if you have your own recipe, you don't have to do my recipe. But, you know, try leaving it overnight in the fridge. It sets up, it's much thicker, it's not as watery. And now comes the fun part. Yes, I just licked my fingers. But that's okay. I'm only cooking for my family. And we all put our fingers in our mouths when we're cooking. You gotta taste it, right? It's not like, you know, we've got some communicable disease. So we're going to very carefully continue stirring this all up until everything is all mixed in together. And then I'll come back. Alright folks, here we go. It's all mixed up. Should look fairly consistent with this. Just work your way around the bowl, just constantly flipping it over. It will eventually all get nice and mixed up like you see. Okay, next. Cheese. Now, this is the only food processor I've ever owned. It's a Moulinix. I don't know how you say it right, but anyways, it's a food processor. It's the Jeanette model. This is quite old. My wife actually found this in the yard sale for $5. You know what? $5? You can't go wrong for a food processor for grating cheese. It also has the meat attachment on it as well. Because I was thinking, you know, someday I'd like to make sausages. So this would be perfect. So, anyways, we've got 2 sticks of mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna get rid of the package here. Now this particular food processor, you can see my stomper. It's not very wide. It's about finger length. So what I find works best is I'll cut the cheese in half, right down the center. Then I'll cut it into 3 blocks, like so. That way I can put it in our processor, put some cheese in there, and we'll turn it on. Alrighty. Check. Okay. I'm recording. Good. I did the first pan. Thought I hit the record button. Now I'm just yakking away. And guess what? I didn't. Alright. So, this is my second pan. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our noodles. Now after I was done boiling these, I rinsed them in cold water. Okay, and we're just going to lay our noodles in the pan here. And they're a bit sticky now, so even though I rinsed them with lots of cold water, they get sticky. Alright. Got a whole piece here, there we go. we want to try and lay this out almost as flat as we can. And then we'll just take our knife and just trim along the edge, just so that we don't have, you know, an overabundance of noodles all stuck up on the edge. Now, find some other here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a crisscross pattern. Now, since this noodle is longer than the pan, I'm going to cut this in half. We're just going to do a crisscross. That way it gives it a little base. I should have some half pieces here. No worries. It should be side to side, but I'm getting low on noodles. I really made a massive one in my first pan. Then we're going to take our meat, tomato sauce, veggies, cottage cheese. We're going to put a nice layer on top, just like so. Spread it all out, try and get as even as we can. But this will settle down, especially as we add more layers on the top. And push down, it will level out. And why I cut so much cheese? Well, here we go. Gots to have lots of cheese. I mean, isn't that some of the best part of pasta dishes? Now, I also heard, oh, what's the name? Can't think of the cheese now. Something Ago. But I hear that's really good too. I've never tried it, but I have priced it. And it's very expensive around here. So we're going to go with another layer of noodles. And basically you're just going to keep repeating the steps, you know. 2 layers of noodles, layer of meat sauce and cheese. And you just build it up until we get close to the top. Check, make sure we're still recording. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my top layer on, and I'm just pushing the ends down inside, just down a little bit so that you know, it's not exposed, because it'll actually make those all hard. And our top layer of cheese will actually be a little heavier than, or a little thicker than the layers we've been putting on in between. Those are, you know, just to help keep everything together, I guess, and add some flavor and some gooiness. And don't be afraid to gently push down on this, you know, to settle it out. The more you get the air out, the more settled it will be. Just make sure we get a good layer of cheese all the way around. Doesn't hurt to give it a little whack on the counter just to get things organized. Alright, that's it, folks. Next step, put some saran wrap over the top. We'll put it in the fridge, and like I said, this is tomorrow night's supper, so we'll come back when everything is done and you can just see how delicious this looks. Oh yeah, baby. Now, that's lasagna. There we go, folks. How does that look? Yummy, eh? Well, let's get the Caesar salad and the garlic bread and we'll put it all together. Alright, so doesn't this look good with the lasagna, Caesar salad, and garlic bread? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you'll try it for your family, and let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I enjoy getting your comments and feedback on my videos, so don't forget to comment below, and don't forget to share the video with your friends. So until next time, enjoy.